Hi guys, at the weekend I asked you for questions on Instagram. Unfortunately, there's something weird with Instagram. If you get so many comments on a particular picture, you can't look back. So I could only see kind of the most recent 20 or so. So loads of people asked me questions really early on and I can't see them anymore. It's driving me mad. So just for future, if I want to do a video like this again, or if you want me to do a video like this again, any questions that I don't answer that you would like me to answer, leave them in this video and I will refer back to the comments of this video because they won't go away. Drove me insane because there are certain questions that I saw and I was like, oh, that's a great question. And now I don't know what it was. So I just kind of plucked some from the ones that I could see for this particular video, and I will go on to them as we go along, and I'll put them up on the screen so you can see who said them, blah blah blah. So the first one, favourite matte lipstick. I actually prepared for this. Where is it? Here it is. It changes all the time. It depends on kind of the season, if I've just bought something, if I've just kind of get ready with me, and I've used one and I go, oh, I reignited my love for that particular matte lipstick. But my current favourite one is Velvet Teddy, which is sort of like a fluff on it. Velvet Teddy, which is this colour. It is kind of like a dark beige nude. I think I used it in a recent Get Ready With Me over on my other channel. If you didn't know, I have a channel that is dedicated to non-budget beauty, so whether that be, I also do beauty box videos over there because there's so many of them, I feel like there's too many to put on this channel. But I do kind of videos that are higher end stuff or fashion or, you know, like haul type things that don't involve budget beauty. All of that stuff's over on that channel, and I do some Get Ready With Me there when I want to use some slightly less budget makeup as well. So I think I use that there if you want to see it on me, but it's definitely my favourite. I love matte colours, I love dark nudes. It's very of the moment right now, but it's also very retro and 90s, and that's definitely my favourite. So that is my first question. Second question, what is your biggest YouTube pet peeve? That's really tough because I don't know what kind of answer you're kind of looking for. You know, when someone asks you a question and it could be interpreted in many different ways. I'm not totally sure how she means it, but for me, I think kind of something that annoys me about other YouTubers. And obviously, you know, you don't want to be negative, you don't want to be someone that says, oh, she does this and she does that, no. Even though we all do that. But you don't want to be that person. But the thing that would kind of irritate me more than anything else, because it doesn't, you know, when people say, oh, you'd say this too much, or you touch your hair, or this is so annoying. None of that annoys me, because I don't generally tend to actively watch YouTube videos. I'll listen to them, or I'll be like in the bath and I'm listening to them whilst I'm shaving my legs, or I'm kind of vaguely watching them whilst I'm washing the pots. Things like that. I don't generally kind of sit down and really stare at the screen, and things like that don't really bug me. If someone, you know, moves their face in a certain way all the time, it doesn't annoy me. So I don't have pet peeves like that. I don't have kind of editing pet peeves, or bad lighting doesn't really annoy me, because I watch it for entertainment. I don't really watch it for information. If I want information, then I'll look at specific people or blogs for that. But I see it all as just entertainment, so it doesn't really bother me, things like that. But what does annoy me is kind of less than honest sponsorship stuff. And I've talked about this in the past, and I'm not going to go on and on about it, but basically what annoys me about it is that some people aren't honest when they are receiving payment for raving about something, for kind of promoting something, and because of those people, it then makes you suspicious of people that aren't even doing it. So for example, I could watch someone know for a fact that they are talking about something and being paid because someone else disclosed that they were at exactly the same time, and then it puts that doubt in your mind and it makes you trust YouTubers less, and it really bugs me. So that's my pet peeve. I don't really have very many. I don't care about other stuff that other people do. I generally think, wow, that's great, I'm going to try and use that, or I'll take inspiration from other people. I don't generally think, oh, I hate that they've done that, apart from slight dishonesty. Next question. What are your plans for when you go to Vegas? Oh, there's two questions from this person, so I'll answer them in two different, you know, two answers. What are your plans for when you go to Vegas? We have lots of plans, kind of. The boys are driving us mad. I'm going with Emma from xxxx channel here on YouTube, her link below. The boys are driving us mad with kind of their countdown and their plans. They're already trying to book like premiere-ins the night before. We're not going till March. It's ages away. So we're making kind of tentative plans, Emma and I, I'm generally kind of thinking of shopping. We definitely want to go to the outlet malls this time because Kaz, who's BNT blogger here on YouTube, she recently went to Vegas and went to the outlet malls, and Laura from Laura Loves Beauty is in Vegas right now as I film this, and she's just tweeted something about the things she bought from the Kate Spade outlet. So a lot of mine is shopping. And then obviously drinking and partying and doing whatever else. We don't have any kind of specific plans yet. I might do a video on it nearer the time, but I will definitely be vlogging. So anyone that is going to Vegas after that time, I will have vlogs up of things that we've done. I also have vlogs of the last time we went as well, if you're interested. My vlog channel is linked below. And the next one is, what is your ultimate favourite mid-tone pink? The children are shouting in the other room. Lee is with them, I'm not like leaving them, but they always are so loud when I try and film a video. What is your favourite mid-tone pink now you've tried so many? Now, this is really tough because I have tried so many and I still don't feel like I've found the one, like the mid-tone pink to rule them all. And this isn't totally pink, but I think the one that I like the most of every one that I've tried, there must be 10 to 20 that I tried over the spring summertime, is this one, and it's Beatnik from Topshop. It's just that kind of, again, almost a nude pink colour, and it's really, really nice. It's just one of my favourite colours, really easy to wear, and although it isn't quite the mid-tone pink I was looking for, it's probably the standout so far, and I've tried so many. Pink in the Afternoon from Revlon is also very nice, but I'm not totally sure I found the one yet, so watch this space. Next question, what is your most expensive beauty product regret that you've bought? Love seeing Get Ready With Me's and makeup hauls. Thank you. I just filmed to Get Ready With Me all of this, which will probably be up next. And I actually just bought some things from Superdrug. I made an order online to Superdrug and Body Shop, so there will be a haul soon. There hasn't been a haul for a long time because I've been really trying to rein in the spending because I purchased something kind of insane, which you will know if you watch my kind of insane non-budget beauty channel. And then obviously now it's going to be building up to Christmas, so there's going to be a haul very, very soon. What's your most expensive beauty product regret? Maybe the Naked Palette 3. I've just sold it in a blog sale. I bought a few things over the years that I've kind of regretted buying, but that's quite expensive. Is it 36, 37 pounds, I think? And it was just too pink toned for me. It just didn't really work for me. I hardly ever reached for it, and once I had my Makeup Revolution dupe for it, which isn't, you know, it's not as good as Urban Decay quality, but for something that I'm not going to use all the time, it's kind of like buying an insanely bright coloured palette for 30 something pounds when you know you're going to wear it maybe twice a year. Why not just go for something cheaper? Fair enough paying the money for something you're going to wear all the time, but I just couldn't justify keeping it anymore. So that would probably be number one. And the second one that comes to mind was I bought the Hydra Veil from Illamasqua, but the matte Hydra Veil, when I was trying absolutely everything to try and keep my oil at bay over the summertime, and that was terrible, really awful. If anything, it made it worse. Didn't like it at all, and I recently gave it to Emma, who was also quite oily, and I thought maybe if she tries it, she can kind of give a balance to my review, and she didn't like it either, and all I've seen are positive reviews on the internet, which drives me mad. So yeah, in fact, hang on, I feel like I'm slightly off centre. Yeah, they would be my things that I really regret buying that were expensive. Next question, would you like to have any more children? And this is a never say never situation. Right now, no. I always wanted 2 children. I got a boy and a girl. I wouldn't have continued to try if I'd had 2 girls for a boy, but I think I'm really lucky to have that. So probably not, but you never know. If you had to choose between YouTube and your day job, which would you pick? I don't think that would ever be a choice. Worst case scenario, I would stop making money on YouTube, but to be quite honest, and I've talked about this before, YouTube does make me money, but I don't consider YouTube to be my job. My blog is my job. My blog is my main income earner. And so YouTube is still kind of a hobby. Even over my various YouTube channels, it doesn't make a fraction of what I make on my blog. And so YouTube is still a hobby. I could stop YouTube and not feel it financially. And so if I stopped earning money on YouTube, I would definitely still making YouTube videos. It's always been something that's been really, really fun. If I stopped making money on my blog, I would blog a lot less. Because that's a huge time commitment. I blog twice a day, something new every single day, twice a day. And that's something that like stresses me out sometimes because I think, oh, I've not had enough things, or I haven't got enough time, or the worst thing with having something like this as a part-time job, or a full-time job for some people, is that you can't just say, oh, I'm not feeling very well. Like, I'm coming down with a cold and I have kind of a headache, earache, throat ache, blah, like sore throat ache, and I just feel rubbish. And you have to sit down and blog, and you have to do what you're going to do. Whereas if you've got a normal job, you can call in sick and lay around all day, although that never normally works when you have children. I would still keep doing this, but as a hobby, and my blog as a hobby, with less pressure on myself, but I would still do it because I love doing it. Next question, how do you manage day-to-day balancing being a mum, the home and work? How do you stay on top of everything and be organised? Okay, well, first of all, people ask me this all the time. I don't really go out, I don't really do much. Most of my evenings are spent at home, and so I have all of that time to blog, edit, etc. It's Sunday right now, as kind of a ritual now. I mean, seriously, it takes up a lot of my time. Evenings I'm usually blogging something, or twittering, or responding to YouTube comments, that kind of thing. Saturday afternoons, if we don't go anywhere, which we normally don't, Saturday afternoons are spent photographing blog stuff. So whether that's just photographing products or things on my face, that kind of thing, that's what I generally do. Then I'll edit all of my pictures, I schedule blog posts, so I will go in and think, right, how is this balance going to work? So don't put 2 lipstick posts together, that kind of thing. And I'll schedule them all out, and then throughout the week I can write them. I used to write them all for a week in advance, and it just became a little bit too much. And so that way I've already got them all scheduled and organised, so on a Monday night I'll write them for Tuesday, and everything that I'm writing is a little bit more current. So unless it's something that I've just used and I feel like I have to review right then and there, I feel like I'm writing something day 1 for day 2, and it's a little bit more, if something's happened, I'll mention it, that kind of thing, rather than writing for a week in advance and pretending like it's Friday, if you are with me. So that's what I do with my blog. And then I buffer, which is kind of like Hootsuite. It's like a Twitter scheduler. I buffer my tweets every night for the following day. So like 10 to 15 tweets over the next day promoting various things from my blog, my YouTube, blah. YouTube wise, I have Sunday mornings, before we go to my mum's house, because we go to my mum's house for dinner every single Sunday, and it is a bit of an awkward time. We go about 12 o'clock, so we haven't got enough time in the morning to do anything, so we never go anywhere on a Sunday morning. So I will, like I am right now, sit here and talk to you guys, film videos, and then I will edit them when we get back from my mum's house and have them scheduled for the week. And so that's how I do all of that. Now, I would not be able to do it if I do not think I would be able to do it if I was a single parent, because all of the time I'm doing those things, my husband's looking after my children. And not everyone's husbands are as supportive as mine, not everyone's are as active in the family as mine. He does most of the housework. I will cook and clean and blah blah, you know, do bits and pieces here and there. But he is like a bit of a neat freak, so he likes to clean. He hoovers like every day, it's obsessive. But he does a lot around the house, and he does a lot with the children. So I can't say, oh, I'm this like Wonder Woman that does all of these things, because I'm not. He is a massive part of why I can do this. Although he doesn't help me with this, or really is involved in any way, it allows me the time to be able to do this. So that's how I can juggle it all. I don't really. It's a partnership, so that's why. And I think I have one more question. Oh, last question. Best long-lasting budget foundation would have to be Revlon Colour Stay. I'm wearing it right now. It's just my favourite. It's one of those things that if you look back over my videos, I have consistently loved for years. And it will be, what, will it really be that? Yes, next April, just about the time we come back from Las Vegas next year, I will have been on YouTube for 5 years, and I think Colour Stay has been with me for at least 4 of those 5. There are a lot of products that you kind of, I liked this then, I don't like that so much, and that's why the throwback favourites are so great. Although this month's throwback favourites, which I'm going to film next weekend, are almost all things that I still like, so I almost feel like it's kind of pointless, but it's just a reminder of things that I don't maybe mention so much anymore, but I still really like them. But yeah, Revlon Colour Stay, it's just my absolute favourite. It's not for everyone. Some people are like, oh, I can feel it on my face, da 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 da. If you compare it to something like, what's it called, Estée Lauder Double Wear, I think it's much lighter than that, much less uncomfortable to wear. It's not quite as long wearing as that, but for me, it's as long wearing as I generally need it to be. And especially over the winter months where I'm not quite as oily, it's my #1 pick. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this. I don't do a lot of Q&As, but if you would be interested, I'll do them more regularly. Like I say, if you've got any other questions, let me know. I feel like I do them from time to time and then I stop, because then I get all kind of the same questions again and again and again, and I'll probably do that again. But if you do have any other questions, let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!